right, so back on the road, and this time I have Andy with me.
Hey there. Hi, Johan. Nice to be here with you in your amazing rally car.
Yes, this is an amazing rally car. It's a virtual car actually, so we're not in the real car.
Really?
Because all of this is produced in a virtual production environment, which means that we can produce amazing videos at actually relatively easy and very low cost.
Yes. So, and we're going to talk about the power of video, I understood.
Yes, because we are here at IBC, and IBC is the International Broadcast Convention. So around us you see all the equipment that is needed to produce the AAA Hollywood movies and the best series we have ever produced. And still, as an industry, we don't use video very much in our communication. And you do that, right?
I do a lot of that. Yeah, maybe a few words about myself. I'm running a consultancy, but one of the things I do is I moderate a lot. I coach people on thought leadership, and I work with BBC movie directors, very lucky to do that, to train people on how to have impact on video when they deliver their presentations.
And impact on, video to start with is likely the best way to make impact, and then it is about performing as well as you can on video as well. So it's a mix of the two. But why do you think video is such a powerful tool when trying to convey a message or something?
Let's take a step back. So we're here at IBC. This is the show for all video professionals, right? And I did a post on LinkedIn. You scrolled LinkedIn and I saw pictures of Canal, stock pictures of Amsterdam with Canal, with bridges, and said, meet us at booth D51. Oh, there's D74. So, question is, you're in the video industry, why would you post a picture?
That's a very good question.
For me, this is about credibility, right? You talk about quality, you talk about the fantastic stuff you do, and then you show a picture instead of video, which is your core business.
Yeah, and it's an industry that lives out of engagement and emotions.
Yes.
And that's why we do video. And then we don't use it when we want to create emotions and interest with our customers and partners and so on. So it's kind of strange. I think there's a lot to learn from our own industry. Just to use video much more than we have done in the past. And what we're trying to show here is that with today's technology is pretty simple. So what's your experience? Are there some kind of rules of thumb or anything that is good to keep in mind when producing video?
Yes, so first of all, know why you're doing it and who is your audience. Yeah. So let's say you do sales. Is it a direct call to action? That means look into the camera. Or is it documentary because you have your CTO or architect? Then don't look at the camera, look a bit offside. So these things matter. But overall, it's like 5 things to keep in mind. The content, the framing and the camera quality, the audio, the body language, and your voice. So if you master all that, and that's great. If you fail one of them, it's gonna be missing the point.
And how about, because this is a little bit of fun as well, so does it have to, what's more important, to be like standing out or to be very professional, or should you make a bit fun out of it, or how should you do it? Or maybe that depends on the audience.
It depends on the audience. It always depends on the audience. What do you want to achieve? Is it like, hey, we're fun guys? Like you do, we're in the car, we're in the virtual car. I mean, that's cool. Said, okay, agile content, obviously, they have a sense of humor, right? Where you're making fun of yourself while showing something that's really cool. Right?
Yeah, we try to do it.
That makes a lot of sense. Now, if I'm a company, I'm pitching to a government, maybe that's inappropriate, right? So know your audience. One size does not fit all. So have multiple arrows in your quiver.
So if I go to Brussels to convey a message, I leave the cars at home.
Maybe you do.
Yeah, maybe I do. So, and I think also there are some companies who are doing better than others in using video.
Of course.
And just recently you posted on your LinkedIn account a very interesting example. There was Apple who have presented the sustainability report as a video. And tell us about that.
So it was a story about Apple and their green and corporate responsibility. You might have seen it in the meantime. Instead of posting the numbers, which they could have, well, which they also have done, it was a fantastic storytelling. So Mother Nature, funnily, black person comes in and that says something, right? And it's Tim Cook reporting to Mother Nature, not to his shareholders. So all that stuff that you tell without saying means a lot. So I found it fantastic storytelling, great visuals, of course, great script with a bit of humor, but it's the stories. Stories resonate, it's about the emotions, and in our industry, it's complex stuff. You're not selling coffee machines and the cheapest will buy. It's people buy from people.
Yeah.
So you need to capture the emotions.
And I think that's, again, this Apple video does a great job in showing how what could be boring numbers and maybe difficult to understand figures in a PowerPoint and an Excel sheets, first of all being explained, like how did we come up to those numbers, what's behind the numbers,
Yes.
in a way that actually consumer could understand. And then in the end, also the credibility when Tim Cook looks into the camera and explains that we are fully committed, we're really going to do that. Because a video and that eye contact conveys a confidence in the message that you just simply can't do if you use even still pictures. So I think video is a superior media to deliver these kind of messages.
Yes, but great video, great camera, great sound alone is not good enough. The content needs to be there. There's a bit of acting involved as well, or knowing what different things of delivering the message will have different impacts. So like if I say, yeah, great job, I'm so excited to be here, Johan, it's so cool to be here in your show, you hear my words, but you just don't believe me. Yeah?
And I think this is, in the TV industry, it's kind of what we say, getting through the screen, right? That
Yes.
as a matter of fact, getting through the screen, I guess you need to be a little bit more of yourself than you would be in reality, because it takes even more of your personality to get through the screen. What do you think?
Yes, and let's be frank, not everybody is born for the screen, right? Some have a face more for a radio moderator.
Yeah? Maybe I should be on radio.
I'm not saying that. But yeah, if you do video, find your ambassadors. Who is the best to represent your company? Some will be fantastic and be naturally born for the camera and resonate with the audience and bring across what you want to bring across. Your CEO, I don't know him.
He's a nice guy.
Might not be the best person, or your CTO. So think about who is the face for your company. It's not an analyst report, it's I want to transport emotions.
I think that's a very good point. And as a matter of fact, that is something that I wonder after the Apple video, because Tim Cook is obviously Tim Cook. The other guys, I don't know if they are actors or if they actually are the management team. But they're doing a very good job. So anyhow, Andy, it's been a pleasure having you in the car.
Thank you for driving with me.
And looking forward to your next videos.
Absolutely.
On LinkedIn and YouTube and I don't know, all platforms we could follow you on.
Yeah, and maybe you come on my podcast.
I should
and
do
then,
that. I should do that.
You, Agile, who else?
If you want to have a car, I can fix a car for you.
Fantastic.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Thank you.
Great speaking to you. See you. Oh, he's getting out while we drive.